Hi, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing really well. I wanted to come in with an impromptu live about daring to be all of you. And you may have always had a feeling like you didn't belong. I certainly have had this feeling that I'm always different, that I'm always sort of like thinking differently, behaving differently, like I'm a little bit off field. And I've always tried to kind of squeeze and squelch that into the kind of acceptable box and make myself look and feel and behave like everyone else. And that's quite a strain. But also, what it's doing is it's denying your magic. It's denying that special quality about you. It's denying your root, which is really quite unique and special. It's denying it to flourish and thrive and blossom and bloom. And instead, it's trying to bring it over to the center and be like everyone else and really sort of, yeah, be ordinary, fit in and belong. And what is belonging? It's like the acceptance of society. It's like being in amongst those others and being accepted. I've just been having a conversation with a client of mine because she's had this very same feeling like me, like I don't belong here. I can't do small talk. She can't do small talk. We're just talking about all of the different kind of qualities of when you don't belong. And the feeling is that if you have that feeling of I don't belong, it's because you're here to lead, and you're here because you're meant to make changes and you're meant to shake things up. And maybe, some of us don't have a requirement to belong. Maybe some of us don't need the acceptance of others, and they're here actually to take the first steps and to carve a new pathway, pave a new way for the new earth. Maybe that's what we're here for, right? So, yeah, this is a 5 minute impromptu live just to invite you to see your weird little quirky bits, the way you think differently, speak differently, walk differently, whatever it is, celebrate it and stand in the power of that rather than trying to squish it down and make it small and dilute it. Because that doesn't really work, and all it does is delaying our true blossoming. So the more that we can be more of ourselves and celebrate ourselves and love ourselves and just be who we need to be, then the brighter we can be, and the more change that we can create, and the more flow in our own lives that we can invite in, and also the more inspirational we can be to others when we're like doing things differently that seem really odd to the masses, but when we do it, then people will say, I feel like that too. Hey, so then you're making your own little gang, and it's great. And that's how we kind of then can belong later on in our lives, or when we have said yes to our weird quirkiness and yes to all of our strange little gifts and qualities. When we say yes to that, then we allow all these parts to come out and to be seen fully. And when we do that, we attract our real tribe, our real people who get all of it, and they also can't do small talk, and they also don't want to talk about the price of milk. They want to talk about quantum leaping, and they want to talk about expansion, and they want to talk about other timelines, and they want to talk about other planets and what that means to us. So yeah, just a little invitation that if you think and feel differently, you are probably here to lead. You are probably here to change and to shake things up and to make a really, really big difference. And it needs people to step forward in that space of the unknown and go forward in it and celebrate themselves and say, yeah, I am do things really differently, and that's okay. I love myself for it. So I just wanted to bring that in. I'm just looking over what I've written here because I was so fired up. Yeah, and it's just sort of celebrating, yeah, that we're different. Some people are different, and a lot of people really, really need to belong. It's like in the hierarchy of needs, right? Maslow's hierarchy of needs, one of them is belonging, really quite close to all of the real essentials like food and water. So that sense of belonging is really, really important for so many people, and they don't want to be left outside of the tribe, and they don't want to be on their own. But for some of us, that doesn't really matter. And maybe for those that it doesn't matter, maybe they're the ones that need to kind of keep pushing forward, shaking things up, doing things differently, and being really, yeah, change makers. Yeah, it's change makers. That's what it is. So yeah, just needed to come in and share this because it was a real sort of revelation to me. It was like dropping in of like, oh yeah, like I feel like that. Yeah, so maybe you do too. Thank you so much for being here and being with me on my little moment of yeah, rant. And yes, so much love and joy to you all. And I can see that I've got some people on here live with me, so thank you. And I will speak to you soon. Okay, big love. Thank you.